down to post. Many years ago, used to start up a little chute just past the grandstand, out of view of most of the punters, and then turn around and gallop in front of where that grandstand is now, in front of the old Tote building, and back round again. Ground would be bottomless. All those days thankfully gone, but go through the runners. Blazing Bailey's a little bit of a rejuvenation lately. He won his last 2 races. He gets every yard of 3 miles, 16 to 1. Rear Bob, I really like him. He's just come back, Ted.
Yeah, he's plenty of vulnerability. He just likes to boss the situation. I don't know if he'd be able to do that here, but he's a good winner of a Leopardstown Chase.
Chief Dan George won this race last year. It'd be great if he could win. James Moffat, who trains him, has been seriously ill over the Christmas period, but good to see him back. Great Endeavour, we've spoken to you about him and the battles he's had with Sunny Hill Boy. And Fair Along had his first spin over fences the other day. Jumped adequately. He'll need to jump better today for Rhys Flint.
And jumping comes into the equation with the next 5. Carole's Legacy jumped in brilliant fashion here, won second in a good handicap, and then was second to Sparky May over hurdles last time. She's a really genuine mare. Exmoor Ranger has a chance, but he is an iffy jumper. Bensalem fell in this last year when going really well. If he avoids errors, he's obviously a major player. Reve de Silva is a Grade 1 winner over hurdles. He's nicely weighted as a novice in here, but his jumping can be iffy. And King Fontaine went up a chunk for winning a poor race at Haydock and has been struggling since.
We've mentioned Sunny Hill Boy, absolutely crying out for 3 miles, 9 to 2 favourite now following that run last time. Razor Real, big price him. He's got 1 or 2 useful little bits of form against the like of Pockland. The Sawyer jumps, gallops, big price 40 to 1. You know what you're going to get from him. He likes the course too. And Slippers Percy, what a gorgeous looking horse he is, Ted.
Yeah, he's a lovely horse. Anybody wouldn't mind trying to saddle on him any morning of the week. He's a gorgeous horse, lovely presence about him.
He's also give you a little bit of a line through the RSA Chase, through Quito de la Roque. And Adams Island, his form's been given a boost by the success of Captain Chris in the last race. He finished behind him at Kempton.
And then the last 4, Rainbow Hunter's been running well already, including for this claimer, Edward Cookson. He's a 20 to 1, shot second at Sandown last time. Carrick Mines is a bit in and out, but he has some form that gives him an each-way squeak in this. Likewise, No Panic, who's a bit of a monkey, that's why he's 80 to 1. And Wolf Moon may be £6 out of the handicap, but he's in good heart, and he did win well last time out, stable in good form.
Backed horses, Carole's Legacy into 9 to 1 from 18 this morning. Bensalem now a 5 to 1 chance, 7 on the course it's been. Sunny Hill Boy 9 to 2 from 11 to 2, and Wolf Moon into 10 to 1 from 18 this morning, female.
Backed horses with me, Sunny Hill Boy and Carole's Legacy, no surprises there, but don't forget Adams Island. That was the undercurrent through last night and up to this morning.
Starter is approaching his platform. He'll shortly be calling them in here for the 3rd race of the meeting. Ray there, Great Endeavour. Coming forward with a bit of a rush. Will he let them go? And he has done. They're away. Slow starts though for Great Endeavour and for Exmoor Ranger towards the back as Rare Bob took them over the first fence, and now headed by the Sawyer from Rare Bob, then Reve de Sivola and Carole's Legacy. Adams Island in front of the stands for the first time, 2 circuits here. Wolf Moon is next, followed by the Rainbow Hunter and Razor Royale. In midfield, Slippers Percy with No Panic, then Great Endeavour moving up on the outside after a bit of a slow start. Razor Royale went through the top of that fence towards the back, Blazing Bailey with Chief Dan George, also Sunny Hill Boy, King Fontaine, and towards the rear, Fair Along, Bensalem, Carrick Mines, and the slowest starter of all, Exmoor Ranger, on towards the next, and Rare Bob out jumps the Sawyer there, and down at that Adams Island. Adams Island has gone at that, blunders and unseats Agan Conlon, and it's Rare Bob that leads them on towards the water jump and clears it by about 4 lengths to the Sawyer in 2nd place. Great Endeavour has moved up into 3rd on the outside, followed by No Panic and then Carole's Legacy in the just fallen at that one, and out of the race onto the next, Rare Bob from the Sawyer, Great Endeavour, then Carole's Legacy. The others make it to the other side this time. No Panic is well in touch with Razor Royale, and then Reve de Sivola and the Rainbow Hunter and King Fontaine and Slippers Percy as now they run towards the open ditch going up the hill, and Rare Bob leads the way. Out in front, out of trouble from the Sawyer and Great Endeavour, and down is Sunny Hill Boy there. Sunny Hill Boy has gone under Tony McCoy. It was quite a nasty fall as well. Try and check if the champ's up on his feet all right as they reach the top of the hill there. McCoy is just gingerly about to get to his feet, perhaps, as now they race downhill. And Rare Bob, he's up, is Tony McCoy after that fall from Sunny Hill Boy. A fair few accidents on this first circuit, and it's Rare Bob that leads. On the extreme left is No Panic, the Great Endeavour. The Sawyer remains close up, then Carole's Legacy, followed by Razor Royale and Reve de Sivola and the Rainbow Hunter. King Fontaine is towards the inside in the noseband, white sleeves and cap. Bensalem in the dark green jacket, black cap. Fair Along is alongside him, and then Exmoor Ranger still in the race. Carrick Mines is being driven along. Wolf Moon is in the rear division. As they run round the turn, there's a loose horse which could just cause them one or two problems, and it's Rare Bob that leads them in towards their starting point. Rare Bob by about 3 lengths to Great Endeavour. The Sawyer belted that in third. No Panic on the outside of Reve de Sivola, well in touch with Carole's Legacy, and then Razor Royale as they take the next. With a circuit to go, the Rainbow Hunter back in the midfield from King Fontaine, who's being ridden along. Bensalem's going nicely, held up still from Slippers Percy, then Wolf Moon, Fair Along, Exmoor Ranger, Blazing Bailey, and Carrick Mines is at the tail. Heading towards the next, this is fence number 11 of the 19 in this Stewart family Spinal Research handicap chase. King Fontaine blundered there. Blazing Bailey jumped out to the right, not travelling. Carrick Mines is toiling. Rare Bob, the early leader, is being pulled out and has pulled up there. Rare Bob, it's maybe something amiss, and it's Great Endeavour who's now left in front as they run downhill to the next. Great Endeavour for the pipe team from Reve de Sivola over in second, was untidy though, and Slippers Percy made a bad mistake further back in the field. Onto the water again, and Great Endeavour is the leader now. Winner at this meeting 12 months ago, Timmy Murphy in the saddle, and lands with about a 4-length advantage over Reve de Sivola. No Panic is third on the outside, then the mare Carole's Legacy. The Sawyer, Bensalem is creeping closer under Chock Thornton as they jump the next. There in the noseband, took that in about 5th or 6th, getting closer with every stride. A lot of the others are really struggling. They're well and truly strung out. Great Endeavour's got a loose horse for company. Beautiful jump there though. Great Endeavour, who's going great guns in front here for Timmy Murphy. The others straggling over. Carrick Mines right out the back, and now climbing the hill, and it's Great Endeavour from Reve de Sivola in second. No Panic, then Carole's Legacy on the inside, followed by Bensalem as they jump this open ditch, and Great Endeavour again met it really well, measured it well in front, continues to lead the way. 4 lengths. Carole's Legacy into second now. Bensalem fairly cruising into third. Reve de Sivola on his inside, then No Panic, and it's panic stations aboard because No Panic struggling a little bit as they run now downhill and on towards the third last. And Great Endeavour, Timmy Murphy gives him a kick in the belly, trying to get away from them. Carole's Legacy under pressure, Reve de Sivola, but Robert Thornton still sitting fairly quietly on Bensalem as they race down towards the third last. Great Endeavour will take it in front again. Another good jump there. Bensalem on the outside wasn't quite so clean. Carole's Legacy, Reve de Sivola, they're well clear of No Panic, and the others have been struggling for miles out, heading for the final turn. Murphy looking round, now he goes for his whip on the leader. It's Great Endeavour, but Bensalem looming large on the outside, and Carole's Legacy is still battling on under Barry Geraghty, and Reve de Sivola is fourth. The winner will come from this quartet. Bensalem on the outside of Carole's Legacy, then Great Endeavour on the inside. Bensalem, and Great Endeavour is down when joined and possibly struggling. Bensalem from Carole's Legacy as they approach the final fence. Bensalem got in a bit tight. Carole's Legacy still battling on gamely on the far side. Then Reve de Sivola back in third. A head-to-head tussle. Carole's Legacy, Barry Geraghty, Bensalem and Robert Thornton nose to nose, racing up the hill. Bensalem, so unlucky last year, wins this year. Bensalem and Robert Thornton wins from Carole's Legacy in a mighty battle up the Cheltenham Hill. Reve de Sivola was third. Running on in fourth was Fair Along from the Clouds. Then King Fontaine, Exmoor Ranger, No Panic, the Sawyer. Then Blazing Bailey, followed by Carrick Mines, Wolf Moon, and the Rainbow Hunter was the last to finish. Timmy Murphy is up on his feet after the fall from Great Endeavour at the second last. He was possibly just feeling the pinch when hitting the deck there. It was left to Bensalem and Carole's Legacy to fight out a truly memorable finish here. The sort of finish which makes this Cheltenham Festival such a marvellous sporting event. And Bensalem, well, Justice was done. 12 months ago, he was cantering when falling at the second last. He cantered all the way round here, was cruising. Robert Thornton was in no hurry on him, but boy, did he have to dig deep up the hill to win 12 months on.
Bensalem, 6-1 chance with Hills, Ladbrokes and Paddy Power this morning. Opened 7 on the course, returned the 5-1 clear second favourite Bensalem. Beats the only mare in the race, Carole's Legacy, well backed 18-1 with Stan James this morning. Returned the 9-1 joint fourth favourite. The third horse, Reve to Sivola, also well supported at 9-1. The fourth was Fair Along. The good old Warrior Hare, 25-1 was Fair Along. And Paddy Power, Sky Bet and Bet365 pay 5 places. Fifth was King's Fontaine at 16-1. Sunny Hill Boy fell, the 9-2 favourite. Only 3 favourites successful in the last 40 runnings. But Bensalem, favourite this morning, backed into second best in the end at 5.